Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Financial control is a subtle, yet powerful form of manipulation employed by narcissists in toxic relationships. It can be especially challenging to detect because it often begins innocently, with promises of shared responsibility and trust. In this video, we will delve into how narcissists try to control your money, the tactics they use to manipulate you, and the devastating consequences of allowing them to gain complete control over your finances. We will also discuss steps you can take if you find yourself in this situation. So, let's begin. Narcissists are master manipulators, and they'll use various tactics to gain control over your money, even if you are financially more responsible than them. They make it seem like they know more about finances, so they should be in control of it. They suggest that you don't have to worry about anything and might make it seem like it's easier if they control everything. They say you don't have to worry, you can just live your life, whether you go to work or stay at home, whatever your situation is. They claim to have the money part of it covered. Narcissists are skilled at building trust, especially in the early stages of a relationship. They may initially present themselves as financially responsible and capable, lulling you into a false sense of security. Once they have your trust, narcissists begin to take control gradually. They may suggest merging finances into a joint account, arguing it's a sign of commitment. They may use flattery, guilt, or emotional manipulation to make you feel as though it's a natural choice. This can make you feel guilty if you resist. Sharing finances in intimate relationships is very common, however with a narcissist it's a whole different ballgame. Once they gain authority over your financial matters, they can treat you in a very cruel manner. In a narcissistic relationship, financial abuse can take on various forms, all aimed at gaining complete control over your finances and keeping you vulnerable. One common tactic employed by narcissists is to open bank accounts solely in their name or a joint account with you, but they deny you access or the ability to review any financial records. They may forcefully demand that you hand over your paycheck, deposit it into their account, and then deny you access to your own money. Furthermore, they may forbid you from maintaining a personal bank account, insisting that you are incapable of managing such matters. Another insidious aspect of financial manipulation by narcissists involves owning investment accounts at undisclosed financial institutions, which you are unaware of, and maintaining secret stashes of money. When confronted about these hidden assets, they become enraged and accuse you of hiding money from them instead. The narcissist might also pressure you into agreeing to a power of attorney, giving them the authority to sign legal documents on your behalf without any reciprocity. Moreover, they demand that all financial gifts or inheritances be placed in their name, ensuring they maintain control over any windfall. They might go to great lengths to prevent you from acquiring assets independently, insisting that you remain solely reliant on them for financial support. They may even defraud and exploit your financial resources for their financial gain. One particularly cruel tactic is to put all bills or credit cards in your name while keeping assets in their name. This effectively holds you hostage to the debt, as you're left responsible for financial obligations without any corresponding control over assets. The narcissist may further increase debt without your agreement and then deceive you when confronted about it. They may even max out credit cards without your knowledge, shifting the blame onto you when the issue is brought to light. They may ruin your credit rating and ability to obtain credit in the future by not paying the bills. This move renders you powerless financially because you have no assets and now no ability to obtain credit. These manipulative financial tactics are designed to maintain dominance and control in the relationship, leaving you vulnerable and dependent on their whims. Allowing a narcissist to control your money can lead to complete financial dependency. Once they have control over your finances, they can be horrible to you. Financial abuse can be obvious, but it can also be subtle and difficult to understand. The offenses usually progress over time. The narcissist may start by making offhand comments about your purchases. They might give you an allowance or put you on a budget. As the relationship evolves, the financial abuse may worsen. Eventually, the narcissist starts controlling all the money. They may spend it mercilessly on themselves, but they get upset if you want to buy something. They might also restrict your access to specific accounts, use funds without your consent, or limit your ability to earn income. Money is a great tool to aid narcissists' delusions of grandiosity and superiority. Money makes them feel powerful and successful. They look down on people with less money and look to take from those with more. Even a little bit of money gives a narcissist a sense of power and domination over others. It starts off small with the little things, like removing your name from the accounts, and then grows into stealing, threats, and extortion. Narcissists often employ gaslighting techniques to make you doubt your financial abilities. They may criticize your spending habits, exaggerate their financial acumen, and insist that they are better equipped to handle money. Financial manipulation in a narcissistic relationship often comes with a heavy dose of emotional abuse. The narcissist may shame you for your spending choices while elevating their own supposedly superior spending habits, creating a dynamic that erodes your self-esteem. They might put you on a strict and unrealistic allowance, purposely setting you up for financial failure to justify their refusal to grant you access to money. As the narcissist tightens their grip on the finances, you may find yourself having to beg for money for even the basic necessities. They might use financial scarcity as a tool to keep you dependent on them, thereby reinforcing their control and power over you. In a particularly cruel twist, they may force you to beg for money for essential items like clothes, food, medicine, or personal hygiene, only to dismiss your needs and claim that you don't truly require those items. While they may freely spend money on themselves, they'll deny you similar privileges, asserting that you don't deserve it due to your perceived poor budgeting abilities. This imbalance in financial control is often a means to exert power and control over you. To further manipulate and punish your spending, the narcissist may resort to various forms of abuse, be it verbal, physical, sexual, or emotional. This coercive behavior reinforces their dominance in the relationship and keeps you trapped in a cycle of dependence and abuse. To maintain control, narcissists often isolate you from financial information. They may take over bill payments, account management, and withhold access to important financial documents. One of the most insidious aspects of financial control by a narcissist is the illusion they create. They may manipulate financial records, hide expenditures, or provide false information to keep you in the dark about your true financial situation. This can lead to confusion and further dependence on the narcissist. Once they have control over your money, narcissists often extend their control to other aspects of your life. They use the financial leverage they have gained to dictate decisions, isolate you from friends and family, and erode your self-esteem. They may make you feel guilty or ashamed for spending money on yourself, or for any decisions they disagree with. Narcissists often misuse your money for their personal gain, without any consideration for your financial goals or your well-being. They might overspend, accumulate debt in your name, or use funds for extravagant personal expenses, all the while keeping you in the dark about your financial status. They may misuse your money, leading to financial instability or even debt. Most narcissists have a carefree relationship with money when it comes to their spending. They live in the moment, so they don't put much thought into things like budgeting for the future. Narcissists usually have a short-term approach to money, which is very similar to their approach towards life in general. They tend to spend in the moment and defer worries about the future, let alone, if they even worry at all. Narcissists often bury their heads in the sand when it comes to money, and ignore financial problems for as long as they can, hoping they will magically go away. And when things come to a head, they reach out to others to bail them out. Narcissists generally spend in a carefree manner but expect different from their partners. Narcissists expect their partners to be frugal and forward-thinking with money, and expect them to pick up the pieces when things go wrong. Narcissists develop a wide range of tricks to extract money from others. They might employ strategies like disappearing when it's their turn to pay, claiming they've left their wallet behind, feigning financial hardship, or using other deceptive methods. Narcissists develop a whole host of tricks to take as much as they can, whilst giving away as little as possible. Many narcissists like to cry poverty from time to time. This often gets them off the hook for paying for things, or gets them loans or gifts of money. They like to lay it on thick and make their problems your responsibility. While they were spending money extravagantly, you were being responsible with your finances. And what do you get in return? Well, you get the privilege of bailing out the narcissist with your hard-earned money. And once you've done this, the narcissist places an expectation on you to always pick up the pieces for them. This is how they like things. If you even so much as suspect that you may be in a relationship with a narcissist, pay attention. Narcissists can live unbelievably deep parallel, secret, or duplicate lives, and money plays a significant role in this activity. They can be incredibly secretive, hiding their intentions and covering their tracks. Narcissists strive to take more than they give, and many freeload their way through life, providing them with additional funds to spend on items like alcohol, drugs, and designer clothing. They consider your money and possessions as theirs. Most narcissists don't think twice about helping themselves to your cash or possessions. And many continue even after being asked to stop. If a narcissist wants to join forces with you financially, there is typically just one person who benefits from this arrangement, and that is the narcissist. The effects of narcissistic financial abuse can be devastating. Unfortunately, many people don't recognize such consequences until they leave the relationship. At that point, they may find themselves in a complicated mess of debt, bankruptcy, stolen money, or fraud. The effects of narcissistic financial shenanigans on their partners can be devastating, ranging from unpaid debts to bankruptcy, even to PTSD surrounding finances, security, and survival. Financial abuse can also take a significant emotional toll, leading to anxiety, depression, and a feeling of powerlessness. If you find yourself in this situation, here's what you can do. Recognizing these tactics of financial abuse is a crucial step towards breaking free from the control and abuse of a narcissistic partner, and seeking help and support to regain your financial and emotional independence. Trust your instincts and acknowledge the manipulation. Begin by educating yourself about financial matters and your personal financial situation. Create a safety net. Start by establishing a separate bank account or an emergency fund in your name only. This guarantees that you have access to money when necessary. Set clear boundaries with the narcissist concerning financial issues. You have the right to financial independence and decision-making. You are not obliged to share your money with the narcissist, and you are also not obligated to enable or tolerate their abuse. If necessary, consult with an attorney to understand your legal rights and options, especially if joint assets are involved. If the situation becomes untenable, consider creating an exit plan. This might involve seeking a separation or divorce, depending on your circumstances. If you decide to leave the relationship, have a safety plan in place and access to your own funds. Reach out to friends, family, or a therapist who can offer emotional support and guidance. Financial abuse is a subtle but insidious form of control in narcissistic relationships. Recognizing the signs, understanding the consequences, and taking steps to regain control of your finances are crucial for breaking free from this cycle of manipulation and ensuring a brighter financial future. Remember that you deserve financial independence and freedom from the control of a narcissist. So, I hope this helps you. If it has, please consider sharing and subscribing to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Always feel free to share your experiences in the comment section below. I express my gratitude to everyone for tuning in and watching. Let us help spread the awareness and lead healthier and fulfilling lives.